bad techie people.
Issues.
So welcome. We finally made it to our healthy happy hour.
Yes, indeed.
Victoria McCullough here.
Leandra Jackson.
I'm with Her Strength Coaching, and Leandra is with
Oils for Life, Peak Spa and Wellness. Yeah.
Yeah, and we are here today to talk about our Sizzle and Sweat Summer Energy and Wellness from Home with a Purpose. All right, so we're here to just show you some things and tips that you can do at home for this summer to stay energized, to boost your energy, to beat the heat, and then just to feel amazing with all those with an essential oils. So Leandra brought some little treats and stuff.
Yeah, we'll get to that part.
Yeah, and I actually created the PDF. Mm-hmm. So if anybody's interested in everything we're going to talk about, I have a PDF file. I'll forward that to you.
Okay.
That I created with it. So you'll have the recipes. So she's just kind of can go through and tell you a little bit more about some of the stuff.
And I can post it too. I can post it to the event I have on Facebook. I can just post it to the page. You guys can reach out to us. Right now we're live on Victoria's YouTube. I'll post it on my YouTube later once it's recorded and done.
What do we have going up there?
That's just a recording, so that way I can edit it and put it on my YouTube.
We have, if you could see behind us. We tried to do a bunch
of stuff, but we couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi and the hotspot.
Yeah, we've got computers and phones all over the place, but we're here
for you today.
Yeah, today we're here at Flow State Jiu-Jitsu in Falcon. It is right off of I always forget the name of the street right here. Golden Sage.
Yes.
Golden Sage. It's by Peak Gymnastics. We're here today. I teach my 5 a.m. classes here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if anybody is in the local area interested, I teach at 5 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's only about 45-minute class. On Wednesdays, we get a special treat because Leandra comes in and we do circuit and yoga.
Yes.
So we'll do a little bit of both, and so it's a lot of fun.
A little bit of yoga, and it's a fun class. I know it's early, but it's so worth it. And if you guys can just get up and come and try one class, you will not regret it.
Yeah, it's get up, get in, get your workout done, and get on with your day.
Yes.
And it's only $10 drop-in if you're interested in that. If you want to come to all the classes, it's right now I'm running a $60 a month special.
Ooh,
so
you can't beat
super inexpensive, 3 days a week, get your workout in, and you'll be good to go.
Yes.
So anyway, a little bit
what
about.
What is your favorite way to cool down in the summer?
Yes.
Go there?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go there.
What's your favorite way to cool down in the summer?
I like to go to the pool, but I like
thinking jump in the water.
Jump in the cool water. Yeah, I like to be in the water.
Yes,
I like to go paddleboarding.
Oh, paddleboarding
and
is
just
so
kind
fun.
of you're in and out. You don't really get in the water, but you're with the water, and it's cooler.
And you can so cool off.
Yeah, and you
I'll
still cool
get
off
in the
because I still
water.
kind of get in the water. Yeah, a little bit. So if you have a favorite place that you'd like to go, if you're here in Colorado Springs, let us know. If you like to go paddleboarding or kayaking, tell us what is it that you, maybe a fun outdoor sport that you like to do. I like to go, Wolf Ranch has a small little pond in the back, way in the back off of Research. I like to go there because it's like 5 minutes from my house, Palmer Lake.
Yeah,
I haven't been to a lot of places. I've been to what's the big reserve?
You got 11 Mile, you got Pueblo.
No, that way. The one that's
you can go up to Lake George if you wanted to. I don't know all the routes.
But yeah, I've been to Pueblo. I've been to Pueblo Lake. Mm-hmm. We've gone boating out there, but my friend got rid of their boat, so I'm happy with that. Do you have a boat? Want to have some friends over?
That's way cool.
Yeah, but we've got some other fun things to do. Definitely you want to stay hydrated, okay? Mm-hmm. With hydration, you definitely want to add in some fruit, maybe eat more watermelon. I've been on a watermelon kick. I've been eating watermelon like every day. Right now they have the small mini ones. It's cheaper to buy 2 small mini ones because they have them at King Super for like 2 for $6 than to buy the little ones that they cut up in the little container.
The ones in the container.
Yeah, it's $5 for that. So just get the big thing. It's a lot more.
You can actually juice, cook and juice the rinds and get even more nutrients out of that.
Did you really?
Yeah, you can juice the
that in my
rinds
juicer.
and you get so many different antioxidants and nutrients from that. The phytonutrients. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I did buy a juicer, so I've been starting to juice more because that's nice and refreshing. I'll do, I do like my little shot in the morning just to help get me in that extra nutrition, antioxidants, and all the phytonutrients. I like to do that. I don't juice as a method for any, and it helps actually bring down estrogen. So if you're
Oh, yeah.
estrogen dominant, it actually pulls it all out. That was one of the reasons
Help
I
the
started.
detox, yeah.
I started juicing was because I was estrogen dominant.
And we can get
So-
a lot of xenoestrogens from the different processed foods and chemicals that we're exposed to. And those are the bad estrogens. So if you already have a high estrogen, yeah, you want to be able to pull those out of your body. So here's a really good option.
Yeah.
It's called Ginger Refresher. Ooh, so pineapple juice, coconut water, fresh grated ginger, and a splash of lime juice and crushed ice if you want to make it more of like a slushy.
Yeah.
So that's a really great way to
Yeah, ginger's
cool
really
down.
good. Yeah, ginger's really good for a
you.
lot of
It
things
is
for your gut.
warming, but it's
It
still
is.
really good for the
Yeah,
body.
if you
like
add
I
in,
said.
like the pineapple juice, coconut water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big, well, some people love coconut water. I'm not a big fan of coconut water. I just don't really like the taste of it. But I like the flavored coconut waters. So there's some flavored coconut waters.
Yeah.
So this would actually work because then it's flavoring up the coconut. And, you can throw in some cucumber. That's refreshing. You remember, add that to your water just to make it more refreshing. I put lemon in the morning. It's a great way to
lemon's great.
start getting your digestive juices going in the in the morning.
Helps
I
with
put lemon in
detoxing.
that. It helps the detox. It helps
Water weight helps
Yep.
to get rid of the water weight.
And I was away for my birthday this past weekend, so I definitely am on my little detox kick. Trying to come back on that.
There are
I
a
had some
couple
parties
different
this
oils
weekend.
you can add into that drink as well if you wanted, like the doTERRA oils. You can add a dash
yeah,
of ginger
ginger,
oil. You can add a lime oil. You can add your lemon oil. So those are really great things that you can add into your drinks, just your mocktails for the day, and some ice. That's really nice.
Let's see, what else do we have? We have, all right, so if you have any special like drinks, we would love for you to share. What do you make in
Yeah.
this summertime? Tea. Maybe a lot of people like having iced
Different
tea,
iced
right? I
teas.
love iced tea in the summer. Green tea, you can, make some really good teas.
If you can make it without all the sugar,
yeah.
it's healthier. You can
I like
use some
matcha
different
tea, the black.
alternatives.
Yeah, I was getting it from that tea. What is that called? That tea company? I don't know. I ordered a bunch of, like, black tea is really good. Green tea is really good. That's a really good detox.
I like
It's
green
really
tea
good.
better because black tea
And then
has
the
lots of
evening-
caffeine. I can't really
Yeah.
do caffeine.
Can't do caffeine. Go.
Can't do caffeine.
In the evening, have some chamomile, lavender, those kind of things. added in
I
there.
drink my mushroom tea, and then lately I've been putting a drop of my spearmint oil in it,
Oh,
and
there
that's
you go.
super good.
That was the other thing, yeah. You can make a lot of different mocktails. Again, we'll have recipes for you if you want these. Snacks. As far as snacks, it's Capri. Is that what you say?
Capri skewers.
So
yeah.
that is, like your grape. You see those when you go to parties a lot of times. You're just putting them. Just put it in a bowl.
Little
Put in
mozzarella
little
balls.
mozzarella balls. I like to buy the
Little
ones already in the
tomatoes.
oil.
Yeah.
That already
So you
has
have to
the
make 'em.
seasoning and everything, and then I just eat. Put those in with grape tomatoes, and this one has basil, balsamic glaze, olive oil, and you can use basil oil. I didn't know you guys had a basil
Yeah,
oil.
we do have a basil oil. I haven't actually ingested it unless it was in a capsule, but I haven't used it because I
Yeah.
usually always just use fresh herbs. But basil's got so many
Yeah.
different amazing versatility benefits to it. So
Yeah, so that's a good little snack. The
Yes.
mozzarella balls, get them in that are already marinated in the oil.
if you can do cheese.
The grape tomatoes. I'll also add in cucumbers
Oh,
and
yes.
onions,
Yes.
red onions, and just make like a kind of like a salad. It's nice, refreshing,
That would be good.
and
Cucumber
cool.
salad
Or
is so
even
good.
make.
Oh, that makes me
You
think
can,
of
you know what?
cucumber
You
salad.
can, cucumber salad, or make
Love
pasta
it.
and throw that all in a pot, and just like some whole grain pasta. I think I want some.
Mm.
And then you could even throw in like you could make a full on like Italian, with pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in some. Was I thinking? Oh, pepperoni or so. Like some protein.
My friend makes a really good salmon pasta. It's really yummy.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
super
you could
good.
always add in your protein. So
Yeah.
make sure you're eating protein. One of the things that we're doing is
What do you do for your snacks in the
So,
summertime?
yeah.
So we don't have to cook.
yeah,
we don't
because
have to
it's
heat
hot.
up the house.
What we do is a lot is grill. In the summertime,
Yes,
we grill
the
a lot, so
grilling
we're
is
not heating
amazing.
up the house, and then just making everything outside that we can.
Yeah. So let's move on to your exercise
All right,
routine.
so we also have a sizzle and strength. Move your body, boost your mood. And so there are some things that you can do. Again, you can come here in the morning at 5 a.m. It's nice and cool.
Absolutely.
I am also now at Fit Body Boot Camp off of North Carefree. I am pretty much there all the time. All the time right now. But those are only 30-minute workouts. You can come out to that. Or if you just are short on time and you need to get something done at home and you really can't leave, maybe because your kids are home and you don't want to worry about sitters, you can do this workout. It's 3 rounds. So basically, you're going to have to prop me on this. All right, so I'm going to stand here. I'm going to show you what we're going to do, okay? So you can do some body weight squats. All right, so I'm black and the background's black. So just going to have to go with this. All right, you want to do body weight squats. Your body is great for so many different things. You don't need equipment, okay? So a regular body weight squat, you just want to make sure your knees stay behind your toes, keep your chest up nice and tall, and just stand it up. Push through your heels. How many did it say?
Squeeze your glutes, 15.
Squeeze your glutes, 15. So all you're going to do is 15 body weight squats, okay? If you have some weights, add some weights, okay? You can always increase that. And then what are we going on to? Then we have wall push-ups, okay? So now if you have a wall, if you can do regular push-ups, do them on the ground. We'll go from the top to the bottom, okay? So a wall push-up, if you before we move on the squats, if you have any knee issues, you can just go to a chair and just sit and stand off of a chair, okay?
That's a good idea.
And that would help you kind of with if
Make
you
sure
have
your
any
knees
kind of
don't
knee
go up
issue.
beyond
Yeah,
your toes.
if you start
Keep
going
your feet
here,
back. So
push your hips back. Remember, it's hip.
Yeah, your weight should be more
So,
in the heels. And then
all right.
push up.
So on the wall squat, you want to make sure your hands are shoulder width and just coming in, okay? So you
How
can
far
do
we stand
triceps.
back?
You want to stand back far enough, like arm's length,
Okay.
a little bit beyond that.
We don't want
So
to be
you can do
straight up and down.
triceps.
You want to be away from
No,
the
you don't
wall.
want to be right here because that's not really.
Okay.
It's, I mean, you go closer, you go to the less,
Uh-huh.
the less.
Far enough to get our elbows to the wrist.
Yeah. So if you want to do triceps, you're gonna go elbows pointing down,
Elbows
okay?
all the way to the wall.
All the way to the wall. So your
Okay.
elbows are gonna go all the way to the wall. Your hands are, and you're pushing
Oh, I see.
away from the wall.
Nice.
Okay. If you want to do more chest, you're gonna go wider.
Wide.
And your elbows are going to go out to the sides. Okay? The lower you go, so you can do the wall push-up, the less impact it is, the closer you get. I mean, this is kind of too close. You want to just have it,
Okay.
about a foot and a half, 2 feet away,
Yeah.
so that you're actually getting some sort of,
Some
sort of
strength.
strength.
Okay.
And you can go down to the floor. So if you're going to go down to the floor, you can always do the same thing. Hands are underneath your shoulders, pushing straight up. You drop your knees. Okay, a lot of people want to do this and put their butt up. That's not a push-up.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Best way to do is lie down on the ground, push yourself up. That's the position
Okay.
that you want to
So
be
you're
in.
at like an angle.
Yeah, so you always want to have your shoulders and your butt aligned, okay? You shouldn't have your butt booty in the air, okay?
Okay.
So that would be that.
Tickle the ribs with your elbows.
Yep. So you're going to do 15 body weight squats, 10 wall push-ups, and 20 alternating lunges or step-ins or step-ups, okay? So you can go forward and do forward lunges, do totals. So do 20, do 10 on each side. The goal is to get all the way down. If you can't, and you can only go.
Watch your
If
knee
you
over
need
your
to go,
toes.
same thing. You want to make sure that knee stays behind your toe, okay? And then if you want to do reverse lunges, you're just basically stepping back, okay? Trying to drop that knee as low as you
What's the
can.
different muscles that we're using in each of these?
So this one forward, you're using more quads.
Quad,
When you're
okay.
going back, you're also using the quad because you're stepping back, but you're getting more.
Feels like
the
more
back.
hamstring and glute.
More
than
hamstring and glute back here. Okay, so a lot of times it's more challenging when you go back. So you may need something to support you, and
Yeah,
you may
hand on
not
a
need.
chair would be good.
Yeah, so hold on to a chair, step it back,
Yeah.
and coming up. Because this one, you're basically using your glute, not this leg. You're working this leg. So if you're going back, all the impact is here. You're coming up, so it's your glute and your
Pressing into
hamstring.
your heel.
Yep, you're
coming
pressing
up,
into your
okay.
heel. When you're going forward, you're pushing off. All right?
Yep. I didn't do
So
that.
10 on each side.
Would you consider side lunges?
You could
an
do the
alternating
side.
one too?
That would just be another body part. You're using more of your
More of your
in your
adductors?
adductors, yep. So you're working, and you can do the side ones like she's doing. But when you do those, just make sure again your knee stays behind your toe. You're pushing your hips back. Okay,
And
so
not
your
going back
hips
far
go
enough?
back. There we go. There we go. You kind of go at an angle.
Then
All
I'm gonna
right.
put them in your video.
There we go. Yeah, I get in both videos. You gotta move from here to there. So you can add the side lunges in. I would do that. I would add front reverse, 10 front, 10 reverse, and then, 10 total on each side, because it's a little bit different. And then, but first thing before you even get to that, you want to make sure that you do warm up. So just march in place, get those arms moving, get those shoulders.
High knees.
You can do some high knees. You just want to, for about, 3 to 5 minutes, try to warm yourself up. And yeah, that's about it. So it's going to hit everything. It's pretty much going to get everything. You want your legs and you want your upper body. You're getting your chest, your back, your shoulders, with all of those. And then get that little bit of movement.
You can do butt kicks.
And then, yeah. You can do anything that's going to get your heart pumping a little bit more. And then, of course, that's, indoor stuff. If you want to go outside for a 20-minute walk. You can do walking lunges down, as you're walking down the sidewalk or wherever you're at. Do walking lunges, stop. A lot of times I used to just time myself and I would do 30 seconds of a light jog or walk and then stop and then do 10 squats or 10 lunges and then go 30 seconds and then, if I'm on the trail, you can easily do lunges.
Or those trails that are around the parks, they'll have those little circuits that you can stop and do.
Yeah.
But that's just you got to make sure you're using correct body mechanics. Don't hurt yourself. Be aware of your body.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Try to challenge yourself to take a 20-minute walk every single day. Go out for a 20-minute walk. It is one of the most underrated exercises or activities that people can do, and they don't realize that they are going to be burning extra calories, kind of keeping your digestive tract going. You want to stay moving. So get outside. It's beautiful. Yep. Get some vitamin D. You can go out walking. First thing in the morning, go take your go for a 20-30 minute walk if you can before work or during lunch or after work.
People are vitamin D deficient, and then I'll ask them well, do you get outside for 15 minutes a day? And they say no.
Yeah, and that's all it is. You don't have to.
Get out in the sun for a little bit.
If you're darker,
vitamin D.
Yeah, and if you're darker skinned, you don't want. I know some people burn really fast. If you burn really fast, I get that. You don't really want to be out there, but for the most part, don't wear sunscreen. It is not. I'm getting a spam call, and it'll interrupt me. All right. You don't want to wear sunscreen for 15 minutes. Okay, so if you're going to be out for prolonged, because then it just actually it blocks the absorption of
don't use
the sun,
chemical.
But be very cautious.
Sunscreens.
Yeah.
Use a Reef Safe, really good, less chemicals. You can even make your own sunscreen at home. It's really easy.
I found one. Yeah, I just bought one from Simply All Natural. She lives up in Falcon. Mm-hmm. I bought her mineral one because I wanted it for my face because the rest of my body I don't worry as much. But my face, I definitely, ladies, we want to protect our faces, keep us wrinkle free as much as we can. So I bought that one, and I think it's just mineral oil and whatever else is in it, but it's all natural, and it's nice. It feels really good on my skin, and it works. I've been using it, so just for my face. So, anyways, here's another suggestion. Doing some peppermint.
Really good oils that
I have deep rub on right now.
I put Deep Blue on my shoulder before I came because I don't know if you can see. I got a big old cup spot there. Got a big old hickey. But I put a cup there. My bicep tendon's been bugging me. So I put some Deep Blue and some helichrysum on there. And that's really great to put on after your activities. It's also for peppermints really good for cooling. So I made this I make these cooling sprays, and it's really nice. You just spray it all over you,
and it feels and you smell.
Yeah, and it'll cool off.
Oh, that's a great thing to keep in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Or keep in your purse if you're running around and you feel like it's just really hot.
It really only has distilled water, witch hazel, peppermint, lavender, and lemon.
Smells yummy.
Yeah, this one has lemon. Yeah, so those are the really good ones for this.
I have Deep Blue on my hip.
Yep, and then the Deep Blue.
And it feels good because
it's also cooling. And then if you start sweating, you can feel it again.
Yeah,
it
comes back again. It's all right. So I think that's pretty much it. Well, these are some of the other ones that you can use.
For
so she's
mood
going to tell you a little bit
boosting,
more.
you can use Citrus Bliss, which is an amazing summer oil, or Wild Orange. The citrus oils are always wonderful for mood boosting. Zendocrine is a great complex in order to detox. So like you were saying, you went on your birthday and you need a little detox after, which is understandable. We went on a trip to Texas and you just eat cheap food or restaurant food, and so you need to detox a little. Terra Shield is really good bug repellent, so don't go buy all that stuff that has the chemicals in it. You can make your own. And I have one right here that I can put in for a drawing if you want to respond to this. If you want to respond to this video, go ahead and let me know, and you can win this free bug spray. And that has Terra Shield, which is a blend for bugs, has lemon, eucalyptus, and peppermint, and witch hazel and citronella. So all really great.
Citronella.
Yeah, citronella is always really good for the bugs. So
All
that's
right,
a really great one.
So yeah, so if you're interested, again, if you're interested in the recipes, basically, for any of the things we talked
Let me
about,
know.
whether the sprays, or the food, or the drinks, just hit, just say, reply on there, and just send us a text
Bug
message.
spray drawing.
Yeah, just say, yeah.
Tag bug
I was like, I
spray
didn't come up
drawing.
with a, I forgot a word. All right, sizzle.
Oh
Say
yeah,
sizzle.
there we go. Sizzle and
There we
sweat.
go, sizzle.
Do that.
If you just drop sizzle in there, we'll put you in for a drawing. All right, and I think that's it.
Yeah, what's one thing that you're
Tell
gonna
us,
do?
Yep. Tell us
that
one
this
thing.
week?
One
That's
thing.
what to make you feel your best. What's one thing
Yep.
you're gonna do to make you feel your best?
This is like one of the first. I think this week it's starting out really nice out here in Colorado Springs. We've been kind of going up and down. So if you're here in Colorado Springs, yeah, what is something fun that you plan on doing now that the weather's really starting to warm up?
Yeah, and to make
Do
you
you
feel
wanna go-
good.
yeah,
Whether,
whether
it's
it's hiking.
physically, emotionally, digestively, anything that's gonna help you feel good. So
Yep.
definitely want to know what you're doing, what you would like to do. If you feel like you need help incorporating anything into your daily routines, let us know.
All right. So thank you for joining us, and don't forget, join us again next month. We are switching to. I think we're going to be doing it on Monday. We got to check on this, but we'll post it.
We'll post it
Mondays
today.
probably.
Yeah, probably Mondays.
Mondays, if it works in her, she's homeschooled, so we got to go.
Well,
but
once
they're
school
done.
starts back up, then we'll kind of see how
Yeah.
that works out. But
So
yeah.
next month we can probably do it maybe a little bit earlier. So hopefully it's called Glow and Grow, Glow and Go, Glow and Go, Summer Radiance and Confidence. All right. So join us. Thank you for being here and watching. If you
you.
watch this on replay, say replay. We'd like to see who's watching it. If you're interested in any of this, entering the drawing or just even the PDF of this with the recipes and everything, put in sizzle and sweat, whichever one. We'll reach out to you if you're interested in any of my classes. Again, I'm up here at Flow State Jiu-Jitsu on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 a.m. $60 a month. You can find Leandra.
On Wednesdays, I'll be teaching
Here.
half of the class with her here, and then you can find me on YouTube, Leandra Jackson 1X, and you can follow any of my self-care videos. I am gradually growing those, and I'll be adding in some other podcast sort of things over the next couple months. Let's see. Oh, I'm on Facebook as well. You can also find my website, peakoilsforlife.com. And you can come and talk to me about any type of nutrition, massage therapy, that kind of
All
stuff.
kinds of stuff. Same here.
And don't forget to stretch. Make
yes.
sure you're stretching after your exercises. It's so important. We need that flexibility and that range of motion in our bodies. So I do have some good stretching videos on my YouTube channel, so check it out.
Yeah. And
Love
don't
you
forget
guys.
10-minute trainer on this channel where you're at on
Yes,
YouTube.
she's got a lot of good
and
10-minute
you can
trainers.
also find me at herstrengthcoaching.com.
All right.
Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye-bye.